So let's talk about vomiting, right? Yeah, it's pretty fun. So we talked a little bit about vomiting when we were talking about salivary glands, but vomiting is that rapid expulsion of gastric contents through the oral cavity, sometimes through the nasal cavity, right? Um, so you have a vomiting center in your medulla. It is going to be controlled by that. So what happens is that maybe you ate something bad. You had these little too much E. coli in your burger or something like that, or salmonella in your undercooked chicken, or your kid brought home a stomach bug, or motion sickness. It can trigger this as well. Lots of different things can go in and trigger this vomiting center. So all these little things go back to the vomiting center, and it tells the medulla, hey, we've got, something's going on here. And your medulla's like, okay, well, we'll get rid of it by vomiting. So all of these things are going to happen, and what it is, it's a protective mechanism. It's trying to get whatever is hurting you out. And that's the reason why you're going to vomit. So if you think about everything that happens whenever you vomit, you first you start to sweat, right? Your heart rate increases. There goes that saliva. It's really, really thick saliva in your mouth. Again, we talked about why it was being secreted. You take that giant inhalation, and then your your skeletal muscle, your ab muscles are going to contract really, really hard, and that is going to go in and increase that intragastric pressure. And what that does is it actually going to force that out of your stomach and through the esophagus. Also, another thing that happens is the glottis needs to be closed, and the epiglottis is going to cover it as well. The reason why is because of the fact that you don't want to aspirate. Aspiration is going to be where the vomit can go into your throat. Sorry, not in your throat, but into your trachea, and that can go into your lungs. So that's why, if somebody's unconscious and they're laying down like this, you need to make sure that you turn them so all of that vomit can come out and they don't choke on and aspirate on their vomit. Or that's why they tell you, whenever you go into surgery and they say, okay, you can't eat or drink anything after midnight the night before. It's because they want to make sure that you have nothing in your stomach and your intestines, specifically that duodenum, because anesthesia will sometimes can trigger vomiting. So they want to make sure that that does not happen as you're laying down and you don't have any control over it.